Mic check, 1 2. Mic check, 1 2. We'll be coming to you live here in just a few moments. Well, welcome everybody out to Chickasha, Oklahoma, where the Wildcats are facing off against the Oklahoma Freedom from Marlow, Oklahoma. Freedom comes in with a record of 12-11. They just played the game before this over the Diamond Prospects and handily won that one, 12-0. Wildcats come in on the season 12-6-1. This will be the first of 3 pool play games today. Wildcats also playing the Patriots at 1:45 a little bit later today, and then they will follow up their final pool play game at 5:30. Games are 60 minutes long in pool play. It is finish the inning. It is not drop dead here in Chickasha. So that's kind of what the day looks like. And then, of course, tomorrow we will enter bracket play depending on where everybody ends up. Freedom is a 12U team, an older team than the Wildcats, as you can tell by the height of a lot of these players that are out now. Wildcats will start off batting first. Lineup will be Crossley, Hadley, KJ, Devin, Kyler, Elena, PJ, Payson, Corey, Sadie, and Hallie rounding things off. So Marple going to start off. So Marple will step in and get ready. Marple is nursing a sprained or jammed pinky from sliding in to base running at Wednesday night's practice. So we have our batting gloves on, and she also has a sliding mitt for a little bit later. We've got it taped. Go, Wildcats, go, Wildcats, go. We're actually sitting back kind of far away from the crowd today. We're in the shade up by the concession stand building. Nice concession stand here in Chickasha. And unlike the last time we played in Chickasha, the wind is not blowing 70 miles an hour, which is nice. We've got about a 10 to 15 wind today, so not nearly as bad as it usually is. Going to be a nice day today, sunny and 76. First ball will go by for ball number 1. So Marple will get ready, take a couple of cut swings, and get ready to get back into the box. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one's too high for ball 2. Marple back in. That one's outside for ball 3. So Marple waiting on a really pretty pitch with a 3-0 count here to start off the Wildcats. She'll foul tip that one to her own dugout. Only thing we've noticed here today with the Chickasha backdrop is there's a lot of foul balls. And so far we've almost seen 3 people get conked in the head. She'll hit that one foul over to Coach Driscoll on third base. He'll give it back. Full count here for Marple.
Attack. Don't watch it.
Pitch on the way to Marple. That one's too low for a ball, and Marple takes a walk. Her first at bat. Here comes Hadley French for the Wildcats. Sunny and 76 today, tonight low of 49, so should be a nice weekend for softball out here at Chickasha. Too high for Hadley on ball 1. Lots of good softball being played today as well. I believe you said OU plays at 11. So OU playing. UCO is going to play at 1 for the finals and their regionals. Inside pitch. Ball 2. Two-0 count here to Hadley. That one's inside for ball 3. No score. Wildcats first at bat here. Finish the inning for these 60-minute games. I didn't see what time we started. I would say close to 11. There's a strike call to Hadley. Nope, it's not. It's a 3-1 count. 3-1 count here to Hadley French. Strike 2 call, so here we are at full. Full count to Hadley. Inside for ball 4, and Hadley will take a walk. Here comes KJ Johnson. PJ Johnson back in the lineup today for the first time. We're excited to see her. She's been out with a fractured finger, doing a little rehab. She'll be back in the lineup today. PJ the catcher for the Wildcats. Here comes KJ. High pop fly out into center field. Ooh, they drop it, but Marple's going to stay and try to get there. She's going to slide in and be safe on third. So KJ gets herself a base hit there because they didn't. Is she out? Who's out? Okay. Why? Oh, I didn't see her throw it over there. So 1 out for the Wildcats. So 2 batters, 2 walks so far, and a pop-up to center that got everybody on base. Okay, so that's what I thought. Crossley was safe. Nobody called the infield fly, so now Crossley is safe and we don't have any outs. Sometimes I make the right call. Most of the time I do not. So bases, batters on second and third. So they call the infield out on KJ because she's out? Okay, so we do have 1 out. They called KJ infield fly, even though they dropped the ball. So here comes Devin Puff for the Wildcats. Too high for a ball. Pitcher waiting for the call here. Throw to Devin. D Money Poff. Foul tip back to us for a strike. Pitch on the way to Devin. That one's 2 strikes 3. They call that one low and outside, so Devin on the receiving end of a strikeout. I believe that's 2 outs now. And here comes Kyler Taylor for the Wildcats. So Taylor steps in to get ready. She'll hit that one up the middle for a base hit. That will score Marple. Hadley French rounding third, and she will score as well. Wildcats with 2 on the board. Here comes Elena Driscoll for the Wildcats. Outside for a ball. Two and 0 the count to Driscoll. Two outs. Wildcats on top 2-0. Too high for a ball. Strike call. 2-1 the count. A little bit of a breeze today in Chickasha, as you can see, blowing just a little bit, but you can't see that because there's no trees in the background, but I'm just telling you. Ball hit over down the first baseline to be foul for Driscoll. 2-2 count, or excuse me, full count, 3-2 count. Full count to Driscoll with Taylor on first. She'll swing and miss that one. Strike 3 and out number 3. So the Wildcats put up 2 over the Oklahoma Freedom. Freedom from Marlow, Oklahoma. 12-11 record so far here. As I mentioned, they played the game right before this one. They were playing the Diamond Prospects. Most of the folks in this tournament we have not seen yet. We did see where the Weatherford Heat are in this tournament. We played the Weatherford Heat quite a few times, but everybody else kind of off limits. We don't know too much about them. It's going to be sunny and a little bit breezy today. Sunny and 76. Pretty nice here so far. Wind's picking up just a little bit because why wouldn't it? It's Chickasha. It's what we do here. I don't know if the Chickasha ever has a day when the wind doesn't blow. 69 right now. Should be about 74 by this afternoon. Wildcats also playing the Patriots at 1:45. And they will also play the Aftershock at 5:30. Seen a couple of good-looking items from the concession stand so far. I believe we have walking tacos, and everybody's a fan of the walking taco. We're gearing up for a College World Series that play's going to start here pretty soon over the next couple of weeks, and best walking tacos are at the College World Series. So we mentioned a couple of good softball games on today. Crossley's pitching coach Taryn Ritz, who is the MIAA Player of the Year. She and her team face off at 1 o'clock at Jerry Pinkston Stadium. By the way, Jerry Pinkston, Chickasha gal. She reminded me yesterday that she is a Chickasha chick. We went and watched UCO play yesterday. Really pretty softball weather. UCO won that one pretty handily over Rogers State. That's who they play today as Rogers work their way back up through the losers bracket. So hopefully UCO pulls out a win. Been watching some good softball. Don't know what happened to Texas yesterday. They got beat bad. Corey Burson in the circle for the Wildcats today. Starting things off for the Oklahoma Freedom will be Dylan. Swung on and missed from Burson for strike one. Dylan, Emery, and Ellie Joe be the first three batters for Freedom. 0-1 pitch on the way. Hit out into the outfield. That one will drop in for a base hit into right field. We'll go over where everybody's playing right now. That's Payson Mormon over in right field. Crossley Marple is in center. Kinsley Johnson in left. Got Driscoll on third. Taylor at short. Devin Poff is at second. And Sadie Lanier at first base. With Hadley French, the catcher, and Corey Burson in the circle for the Wildcats today. First pitch over here to Emery is called for ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. She'll hit that one right to Lanier. It's foul for a strike. We have scoreboards, but they're not turned on here in Chickasha today. So Burson will get the ball back, step back in the circle and get ready. One the count. It's too high. Two on the count to Emery. No outs. Wildcats on top 2-0. Outside pitch. Called for a ball. 3-1 the count to Emery. Swung on and missed for a strike. Full count to Emery. First bat for the Freedom. This is batter number 2. 60-minute long pool play games today. That'll be ball 4, so Emery will take a base. Here comes Ellie Joe. Bunt attempt will be outside, called for a ball. Hadley gets it back to the pitcher. Hadley done a good job playing the catcher's position, while Peyton Johnson has been out with a fractured hand. PJ back in the lineup today. So it'll be our first time to see her in just a little bit. Glad to have her back. Bunt called for a strike. 1-1 the count. That bunt will also be foul for a strike. 1-2 count to Ellie Joe. No outs. 2 on. Runners on first and second for the Freedom with the pitch on the way. Too high for a ball. She'll hit that one over to the second baseman, Devin. Devin will step on the bag, get out number 1 with Lanier. Group effort right there. So 1 out with 2 on. Runners on second and third in scoring position for the Freedom. Freedom calls time. I believe we're going to get a pinch runner in. So we'll let them tag out. 1 out, 2-0 the score. Wildcats on top. They had the first bat of the inning. This will be the bottom of the first. High pop fly out into center. Well, it's right behind second base, actually. Dropped in for a base hit. And one will get across the plate, so 2-1 the score. Two one with 1 out. Pitch called too high for ball 1. First of 3 games today here for the Wildcats. 1:45 and 5:30 the next ones. We're starting on time here. Are running on time. I think we're actually even a little bit early. Foul ball. Back over the fence. One. This is Lila batting for the Freedom. Foul ball hit over to her third base coach. Moved out of the way for that one. KJ will have to get it in for us. So Burson will get the ball back and get ready as Lila steps back into the box. Inside pitch, good stop from Hadley French behind the plate. 2-2. Had an opportunity to talk to the umpires before we kicked off the game. He said, you know, I'm not sure if I'm bad or good, but I am consistent, and that's what we care about. Ground ball to Devon. She gets the out at 1 to Sadie Lanier. Out number 2. Two to 1 the score with 2 outs. This is going to bring up McKinley for the Freedom. Pitch on the way. That one's too low for a ball. Runners on second and third for the Freedom in scoring position today. Burson in the circle. Should get ready for McKinley. Ball gets past Elena Driscoll for a base hit. Now the ball gets overthrown and 1 run will score. Tie ball game. Two outs, 2-2 the score with Cooper batting for the Freedom. Outside pitch for ball 1. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 1-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. It was 3 runs that got across that last time, so it is 3-2. That will be a strike on Cooper as well. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Wildcats trail by 1. Two the count now. That one gets by Hadley, so here comes run number 4 for the Freedom. Four to 2 the score now. Ball hit hard to the shortstop, Taylor. Taylor makes the throw for out number 3. So the Wildcats get out of it, but not before 4 get across for the Freedom. Freedom now leads 4-2. And I believe Peyton Johnson will lead off for the Wildcats, followed by Payson Mormon, Corey the pitcher, Sadie Lanier at first base, and then Hallie will wrap things up for us for the Wildcats. Does not show that we play on the same field for the next game. It shows field 3. I hope it's not, because isn't field 3 way over on the other side? I say I hope it's not, but it probably really is. Because that's the way it usually goes. Some of these fields are for older teams, but they kind of switch it around. Some days they have tournaments where, like, all the 14U teams will play on one field. All the 12U teams will play on one field. And then sometimes they switch them around. So you just kind of have to be following along and know where you're headed. Wildcats' next game is going to be at 1:45. Final pool play game will be at 5:30 this afternoon. So here comes Peyton Johnson back in the lineup for the first time, I believe, in 7 weeks. About 7 weeks. So here she comes. Good to see her back in the lineup. We've missed PJ. Shout out to her dad, listening to us in Louisiana today. Ball 1 goes by. PJ looking to get things started for the Wildcats in the top of the second. Outside pitch, ball 2. Ironically, PJ actually fractured her hand the last time she was batting. That resulted in a grand slam. And she had another grand slam after that with her hand broken. So we're glad to have her back today. That pitch is inside and low for ball 3. That one is called strike 1. So 3-1 the count here to PJ. Wildcats trail 4-2. Second pitch swung on and missed. Full count. That one's foul tip back. Full count to PJ. She'll foul tip that one to a tree out of the field. So we'll get a ball back, go here. PJ gets to take a walk. It's not what her dad likes, but it's probably good for her hand, so we'll take it. Here comes Paymore for the Wildcats. With one on, no outs. Pitch called low and away for ball one. That one also too low for ball two. Three and 0 count here to Paymore. .70 degrees here in Chickasha. Inside pitch, called for ball four. And Payson takes a walk. It's the fourth walk of the day for the Wildcats. Freedom wants to talk about it just a minute. Talk it over with their pitcher. Couple of fun things to do for the littles today, or the siblings as we call them. Got a pretty nice playground here to play on in the middle. They've got a big giant chair that they like to sit in. Lots of trees here at the Chickasha ball field. The feral children, yes. We just throw money and food at them and then catch them at the end of the day. So here comes Corey Burson for the Wildcats. She'll step in to get ready. Runners on first and second. Bunt will be laid down for a foul ball. Strike one. No outs for the Wildcats. Oh, 1 pitch on the way to Burson. She'll hit that one. Foul into the left field lane. Pitch on the way to Burson. She'll swing and miss that one for strike three and out number one. That's going to bring up Sadie Lanier, first baseman for the Wildcats. Outside for ball one. She'll hit that one to the shortstop, who gets a glove on it but misses the catch, and all runners will advance. That'll bring up Hallie Williams for the Wildcats with the bases loaded. Loaded full of cats. So Hallie looks over to Coach Driscoll, gets the sign. She'll step back in to get ready. First pitch on the way. It's hit to the third baseman, but a hard hop, and a runner will score. So the Wildcats get one across. Run number 3, and Hallie will get a RBI. Here comes Crossley Marple, so back to the top of the lineup we go. Cross took a walk, her first at bat today. one's too high for ball one. Bases loaded here for Marple as well. She can knock some around. That one's too high for ball two.
There we go, Nines. Watch it. Be aggressive.
Outside pitch on the corner for strike one to Marple. She'll hit a dinker to the shortstop, who will throw to third and get the out at 3. But 1-1 will get across the plate for the Wildcats. Ball hit over the pitcher's head. She's not sure where to throw it. Throws it over to first and overthrows it. So here comes Hallie Williams across the plate. Marple advances to third. And we'll credit Hadley with a couple of RBIs. Or at least one anyway. And here comes KJ. Inside pitch for a ball to KJ. KJ 1 for 1 today with the pop over to the shortstop. Gets past the pitcher. Long throw to first. Is not in time. Look at those wheels, Stillman. KJ safe on first, and the Wildcats get run number 6. Here comes Devin Poff. Devin 0 for 1, looking to get hers. She flies it out into right. I believe it's foul. I can't see that far over, but it looks foul. Everybody's coming back. Strike call to Devin. KJ steals 2. (6-4) is the score, with Devin in the batter's box. 2 outs. Too low for a ball. 2-2 the count here to D-Money. She'll hit that one over to second base. Throw to first is in time. That will be out number 3. But the Wildcats got 4 that time. So good offense from the Wildcats as they put up 4. Coupled by the 2, so 6-4 is the score. I believe Peyton is going to lead off for the Freedom here. Wildcats playing in Chickasha, America today. Last time we played in Chickasha, it was cold. I mean, there's been several times. The first time we played in Chickasha last year, it was pouring. Pouring rain. We all had our weather pods out. And the kicker with the weather pod is it's fantastic when you're in it, but it's real hard to fold that dang thing up. So we got it folded up, take it home, slop all the mud out of it. Then a couple of weeks ago, we played here in Chickasha. And the wind was just crazy. The wind was blowing the whole time. Lots of wind, like 30 to 40 miles an hour. Today's a pretty nice mild day. Nice little spring day in Oklahoma. Winds are blowing about 10 to 15 today. Leading off for the Freedom will be Peyton. Burson in the circle. Took Hadley just a second to get her gear back on. She's locked and loaded. And Peyton will step in to get ready. This is the bottom of the second for the Wildcats. Also playing the Patriots today at 1:45. Final pool play game will be at 5:30 tomorrow. I have not heard if this tournament is single elimination or double elimination. Have you? It is single? We actually don't know. We actually do not know. First pitch to Peyton is called outside for ball 1. Foul ball hit out to the trees. For strike 1, 1-1 the count. That one's fouled back for strike 2. That one's too high for ball 2. 2-2 count here to Peyton. Wildcats on top 6-4. Bottom of the second. High pop fly will be foul. Will go over the fence. Dad out there tried to get a hand on it. Get it back, thrown back in. Two. Pitch called too high for a ball. Full count. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, out number 1. That's going to bring up Emmeline. Freedom has not gone through their lineup yet. They still have Emmeline, Presley, and Lily. Both teams batting 11 today. Pitch is called low and outside for ball 1. Looked good from here. I'm not sitting behind the plate this time. I'm over to the little bit to the right of the plate, but I got a pretty clear picture. It's called for ball 2, out and away. Ball hit over to Driscoll. Driscoll with the long throw. Not quite in time as the runner is safe. We'll bring up Presley. "60-minute long games today. We started about 11 o'clock, a little before 11. That one hit the umpire this time. She didn't pull her bat back, so it's still a strike. Hit him in the shoulder. "6-4 the score, 1 out. Wildcats on top. Outside pitch low and away for a ball. "1-1 to Presley. Bunt once again will be up and foul. Strike 3. Got her watching. Out number 2 for the Wildcats. So 2 outs. Runner back on second for Freedom. With Lily, the final batter in their lineup, up to bat. Strike call for Burson. Strike 2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Out number 3 for the Wildcats. I believe $60 minutes. I believe Kyler Taylor will be up for the Wildcats, leading off. It'll be Kyler, Elena, PJ, and Payson all on deck for the Wildcats. Six to 4 the score. This will be the top of the third. Game time was supposed to be around 11:15. We got started before 11. So we will be running a little early. Now, I can't say that by 1:45 they'll still be early, but just keep in mind as you're watching today or listening to the broadcast, game time is set for 1:45 for the next game and 5:30 for the final game. But if they continue to run early, which they really should because they're only playing 60 minutes. Now, it's not drop dead. It is finish the inning, so should an inning get ahead of it or go on and on and on and on, that might take a little bit more time, but right now everything's kind of running ahead, so just keep that in mind as you're going to be watching Wildcats a little bit later today as well. It says we're going over to Field 3 for the next game. The next 2 games actually show to be on Field 3. I'm not sure if that's really the field or they haven't told us quite yet. So Taylor 1 for 1 today. She had a base hit to center her first at bat. Knocked some runners around for that one. So a couple of RBIs under Taylor's belt as well today. So Taylor's ready. High pop fly out of here. We'll hit the, yeah, you heard it. Hit the top of the concession stand there. She'll hit that one to the shortstop. Throw made will be in time for out number 1. Here comes Elena Driscoll. Driscoll came up short with a strikeout her first at bat. She'll foul tip that one out of the field. This one we can see the ball, so we'll get that one back pretty quick. So they'll throw it back in and over. Fences aren't real tall, so you got to pay attention here in Chickasha. Get clocked in the head with a softball. We saw one fly into the stands and get stuck in between the bleachers earlier. So 1 strike here on Driscoll. Strike 2 called. O2 pitch on the way, will be hit out, should fall in for a base hit, and it does. So Driscoll with a base hit out into the middle of right and center. Here comes PJ. PJ took a walk her first at bat today. This is her first game back with the Wildcats after a hand injury. Ooh, that one got away from the pitcher and the catcher there. So Driscoll advances to 2 on a stolen base. 1 ball. High pop fly to the second baseman will be caught. Out number 2. Here comes Paymore. Paymore took a walk her first at bat. Two out, 6-4 the score. Ball inside. Swung on and missed. For a strike there to Paymore. 1-1 the count. Inside pitch low and away for ball 2. Too high for ball 3. 3-1 the count here. Pop fly. Catcher has a chance, but misses that one, thankfully. So Payson will get another chance here. Lane to Driscoll back there on 2. Foul tips to us. Didn't roll off the building, so it may be stuck up there. I'm not sure. It is a flat roof. Okay, we may not get that one back. She gone. There's 2 strikes here on Payson. She'll swing and miss that one for strike 3 and out number 3. Apologize for missing last week's Sunday games. I headed out to Washington, D.C. I'm a part of an organization called NAFB, which is the National Association of Farm Broadcasters. That's my day job, so we took off to D.C., trying to get the folks up in D.C. to get us a farm bill sometime this year. We're running on an expired one that's been expired for like the last 2 years, so we've been waiting a while. But if you guys have been to D.C. lately, you'll realize not a whole lot gets done up there right now. There's too much fighting to get anything done. We had a good time, though. It was pretty weather. Did not get to see the cherry blossoms. Apparently, there had been a big hailstorm, heavy rain, knocked all the cherry blossoms out. Did get to meet with Ag Secretary Brooke Rollins. Got to meet with Chairman of the House Ag Committee, G.T. Thompson. Talked to John Bozeman as well. I met with our Oklahoma senators. Had a chance to visit with Stephanie Bice, James Langford, Mark Wayne Mullen. Talked to a couple of our Kansas representatives as well. Tracy Mann was visiting with us. So we had a good time. It's just one of those trips. You guys know how when you go on a business trip, you just got stuff playing the whole time and you never get to do cool stuff. I took one of my coworkers with me, Macy. She got to go to NASA, so that's kind of fun. Took a picture with a space guy. Weather in D.C. is always questionable. It's kind of like Oklahoma. They get all the seasons, so you never know what to pack. You never know what you're going to get when you get up there. But it was pretty nice this time. It was really weather pretty similar to what we had here in Oklahoma. Might be a little bit warmer. I came home on Wednesday, and it was pretty hot on Wednesday. Angie Craig was doing a press conference outside on it's called the Triangle, Capitol Hill. So we got to see just about everything. Took a night tour of the Capitol. Good trip, but I'm ready to sleep for about 2 weeks. You guys know how that goes. It's nice to be back in your own bed. Back to the top of the lineup we go for the Freedom as Dillon is leading off. Dillon had a base hit to right field, her first at bat. That one's low and away for ball one. Wildcats on top 6-4. This is the top of the third. Or excuse me, bottom of the third. Foul ball out of the field. We'll have to get that one back. We've hit a bunch of foul balls out. Some of them come back, some of them don't. One's forever going to be trapped on the roof of the concession stand. So 1-1 count here to Dillon. She'll hit that one to Devin. Devin with a nice catch over to Lanier for out number one. So Devin making her presence known at second base today with a couple of great plays over to Lanier. Here comes Emery. Emery took a walk, her first at bat. One out. That one's low for ball one. Okay. You need to put it somewhere? Okay. Second pitch on the way is too high for a ball. That one's inside and low for a ball. Inside for a strike. 3-1. Ball hit to the catcher. Hadley makes the throw to first and gets out number two. So nice play from Hadley French behind the plate. Wasn't supposed to be a bunt, but just kind of ended up that way, and she grabbed it and threw her out. Out number two. Wildcats lead 6-4. This may be the final inning. We don't actually know what time game time was, so I'm not exactly sure, but I know it's around this time. We got to be close. High pop fly will go out of the field. We'll get that one back. Coach Driscoll's going to burn some time here, and I'm excited that he's doing it. So he's going to take a minute to talk it out. We don't have much time. I don't actually know how much time we have left, but this is finish the inning. We have 2 outs. So it would be nice if this was the final inning. You don't think they finished the inning? You mean you think no matter what, the Freedom are going to have another opportunity to bat? I don't know either. Like, we talked to the umpire, and he answered a few of our questions, and then he said, listen, I get paid to call strikes and balls so and outs. So I'm not exactly sure what the time is and if it's finish the at-bat or finish the inning. If it's finish the at-bat, this should be it. If it's finish the inning, I think this is still it. So we'll just have to see. Yeah, it is. It's ball game. So, nope. He said, my bad. So I don't know what. I mean, there's 2 outs. So I do think we're going to. Yeah, the game's over if the Wildcats can get an out. That's what we're looking at here. This is Ellie Joe. Ellie Joe grounded out to second her first at bat. There's a strike. I believe that's number 2. (6-4) the score. Wildcats on top. Foul ball. Low and away. That one looked pretty good. It's called a ball. So 1-2 the count here to Ellie Joe. Oh, a hitter in the leg. So she will walk to first. Here comes Bella. Bella had a base hit to center her first at bat. Wildcats do have 2 outs. Hit out to Taylor, who makes the catch for out number 3. And that's the ball game, folks. As I mentioned, we are running early, so just be aware of the time. Next game is at 1:45 versus the Patriots. Wildcats win 6.